3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Wow, now you made my handcuffs disappear. How did you do that? Just doing magic tricks for the guard? Now, should I try making you disappear next, Mr. Guard? Can you do that? Oh, yes, please. This is so exciting. We should probably stop her before there's another incident. Trucy! Oh, hi, Polly. Hi, Athena. We have some more questions for you. Judging by the look on your faces, it must be about something big. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Things have gotten a little sticky. Oh, and I have to remember to give her that thing she asked for, too. Let's start by presenting the contract. Are you saying you want me to... Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here you go, Trucy. Here's your notebook back. I'll just hand it through the glass, because they allow you to just give whatever to prisoners. It's fine. Oh, great. Thank you very much. So what's written in there, anyway? It looks like it's full of secrets or something. That's because it is. It was originally my granddaddy Magnifi's Grammarized notebook. He used it like a diary, and as a place to jot down ideas for new magic tricks, some of which only members of Troop Grammari have ever laid eyes on. Wow, this notebook is a really big deal then. Yes, that's why it's always kept under lock and key. I bet a magician would do just about anything to get their hands on that notebook, even just frickin' break the lock. Take a thing, cut the cover off. You did it. And we found it mixed in with Mr. Rias's belongings. Could you really have been trying to steal it? The Troop Grammari Creed is also written inside. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That creed was passed down to me from my daddy as his daddy passed it down to him. It's true that Trucy always keeps a smile on her face. I guess it's due in part to her family's creed. That's important, I guess. Trucy, I want to talk to you about where we found this notebook. Let's go over that first. We found this notebook mixed in with Mr. Rias's belongings. What? Do you think he might have been trying to steal it and doing a terrible job because he left it on top of his suitcase instead of inside of it? No way! I can't believe it! The great Mr. Rias would never do any such thing. But would it be so far-fetched if he was after Troop Grammarized secret tricks? It makes for a pretty compelling motive to take the notebook. Trucy, do you remember this contract? Yes, I signed it before I went on stage. What about this liability for compensation article here? Liability for compensation? What are you talking about? Let me see that. What? $3 million? Just as I suspected. She didn't know about that part. I've never seen this article, and I read the whole contract from top to bottom. Yeah, I didn't think you'd miss such a big thing. But there's your signature, so what's going on? Maybe there was some kind of trick involved? You know, like when I signed it. In other words, you think there might be some foul play afoot. And I'm willing to bet that the Ratings Raja is the one behind it. Bonnie told us about the mistake she made on stage. Oh, you mean with where Mr. Hat had been placed. Even I was at a loss for what to do about it for a second there. So how did you fix the problem? Well, I was down in the understage passage when I found out. I had to work my butt off to fix it, let me tell you. After I escaped from the coffin and went down into the understage passage, I got a signal from Bonnie saying she'd made a mistake with Mr. Hat's positioning. No joke, I was freaking out. After all, I had to be back on stage in a few short minutes? Minutes? That's not hard. Magical Girl Trucy Wright was faced with an unprecedented crisis beneath the stage. Would this spell the end for Trucy in Grammari Land? Yeah, that would be awful if you messed up in the dress rehearsal. It's just a general probe. And then what happened? Athena's totally hooked. I was supposed to get back up to the stage through trapdoor 1 on the left. Boing. Using a platform that can be raised and lowered called a stage lift. There was a stage lift, ready and waiting in the lowered position under trapdoor 1. But Mr. Hat had been placed on the right above trapdoor 2 by mistake. There was already another stage lift under trapdoor 2, but it was in the raised position since we hadn't planned on using it. Oh, so how did you get back up onto the stage? Why, through brute strength. I couldn't lower stage lift 2 by myself, so I pushed it back and out of the way. Then I moved the lowered stage lift number 1 into place under trapdoor 2. I won't get it right. It's too hard. This thing is heavy. I wish I could have moved it with magic. Unfortunately, my magic is useless under the stage. The understage is a dark abyss that drains magicians of all their powers. She's suddenly Himiko. I can see why it's called the Abyss. I never knew it could take so much out of you. Generalprobe. Like that. Anyway, that's what it was, so who cares if you messed up? That's just how it goes in the real world. Illusions are created by the blood, sweat, and tears of those behind the scenes. Wow, I learned so much just now. Trucy, have you told anybody else about all of this? Nope, nobody. This sounds like some critical information. I'd better make a note of it. In any case, we'd better focus on doing something about this contract for now. Trucy signed it in her dressing room, right? Then we better do a little more investigating there. I'm so sorry to put the two of you through all this. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. There's gotta be some kind of mistake. If you need me to, I'm willing to take drastic measures. Even murder. With my magic. You're not planning on pulling some magical money out of there, are you? No, my magic panties are much better at making things disappear than appear. Do I want to know what she's planning to make disappear? Apollo, we have to do something, anything, to fix this. I agree. Let's check out the dressing room again for starters. It's more important to resolve this than the murder charge. And we should finally check out that understage passage, too. The Abyss? Then you'll have to go through the backstage area. Be careful down there. Let's save, too. Not you. You. Here we go. Let's see. We should be able to get to the understage passage from backstage. Hopefully, Bonnie unlocked the door for us like she said she would. Let's talk to her again. Oh, no? No. Back to the backstage. The door is unlocked. Thank you, Bonnie. Well, Athena, here we go. Sure is dark and dusty down here. The Abyss. The magical underworld. And look, there's a denizen of the abyss now. A fearsome beast with long, sharp fangs, ready to prey on unsuspecting souls. Huh? What are you... Oh, you mean that tiny little rat over there? No, I mean that fearsome beast over there. Or the fearsome beast over there. I take it you don't like rodents. Yeah, there it went. I'm gonna make it big someday too. Just you wait and see. What's that all about? My guess is it's the soulful cry of some poor assistant made to toil here in the darkness. And who would know about the soulful cry of a bitter assistant better than you, right? You really understand the writing's feelings of despair and frustration. Sadly, yes. Yes, I do. You really shouldn't scribble on the walls, you know, Apollo. It wasn't me! Alright, so here's the sword. This sword is the exact same design as the murder weapon. Wait, what's this? Hiya! Ow! What are you doing? That hurts. I think I'm bleeding out. Stop being such a drama queen. It's only rubber. Huh? Hey, you're right. So this must be the sword Trucy used during the trick. After the incident, someone must have switched this rubber sword with the real one on stage. And maybe that's when they brought the rubber sword here. Look at all these props. Hey, there's something in this hat. A dove? Cards? A juice box and some snacks. Looks like somebody planned to have a little treat in the middle of the show. It's a stage lift for getting up to the stage. Trucy moved this one here. I guess it used to be where that yellow tape is. How in the world did she manage to move this huge thing? Couldn't have been easy for her. She's pretty petite. But I bet it'd be easy for you. Just what are you implying? That's it, chump. You're looking up microaggressions later. It's a stage lift for getting up to the stage. It looks like this crank lowers the platform, but Trucy said it's impossible for one person to do it alone. That sounds like a challenge. Now I want to try it. Grag! It's probably just broken. Or you could just take people at their word. If I'm reading this room right, this must be the stage lift Trucy moved during the show. Yes, of course. Originally it wasn't there, it was her stage lift when it was ready. What's this glowy stuff? Oh, it's glow-in-the-dark tape. Hey, this must be what I saw through that secret door in the bottom of the coffin. Yeah, I'm still confused on why we couldn't just climb down here. Like, there was a door and a ladder. But who put it here, and why? It's probably a marker of some sort, since it's so dark down here. Sounds about right. Maybe it's meant to mark which ladder to climb. This ladder goes up to the ceiling, so I guess it leads to one of the trapdoors on stage? Trucy must have used this ladder when she escaped from the coffin. Why don't you climb up there and see if I'm correct? It's not so high. You'll be fine, right? Huh? Why me? You'd make a young lady wearing a skirt climb a ladder? What is this, Danganronpa? Fine, I'm going. No, even in Danganronpa, she climbed below 90. Ah, the lights! It burns! Wow. Are you alright? I can now confirm that the ladder does indeed lead up to the stage. Well, that tasty bit of info was definitely worth risking life and limb for? It's not that high, come on. Hold on, Apollo. I hear voices. Quick, hide. Huh? Ow, quit shoving. Hurry up and get down there. Yeah, my arm doesn't bend that way. Athena. Shh. Ah, it's so much work pretending to be cute and sweet. Isn't that Bunny? Hey, Bunny, wait for me. And the ratings, Raja? What do we have to hide for, Athena? Because I heard something funny. There was something off in their voices. Oh, right. Athena's super sensitive hearing. Her ability to psychologically analyze people by hearing them speak. Those lawyers are poking around trying to stir up trouble. Should I be worried? Relax. I didn't say anything to the police, and I won't say anything to them either. You better not, or you're gonna get it. Pow! Right in the... Woof. She's the opposite of yandere. She's dere yan. What the... Is it just me, or does Bonnie seem kind of different from before? Apollo, shh. I'm sick or tired of this whole investigation, Pyong. All I want is Trucy's head on a platter, Pyong. Leave everything to me, babe. Don't forget the power of mass media. TV can accomplish anything. I'll make sure Trucy gets much worse than a guilty verdict. I can't wait to see that girl crying and begging for mercy. You really hate Trucy, don't you, Bunny? I hate her. I loathe her. I can't stand that Trucy Wright. Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So why couldn't we detect this as the lie? He's got a magic bracelet to go, you messed up the trick. His bracelet does not detect the fact that she, from the depths of her soul, hates Trucy. So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves. Hey, what the heck? If you mess this up, you're gonna really be sorry, you hear me? I'll crush you flat. Like a cockroach under my foot. Okay. Alright. Ow, ow, my foot! Can't you take a joke? Come on, grab my things. We're leaving. Duh, lead the hippity-hopping way, my little bun-bun. Dots. More dots. What was that absolutely revolting scene all about? I guess the entertainment industry attracts all kinds of eccentrics. But that conversation, it set off every red flag in the book. You said it. I smell plot with a capital P-U. Raytons claims he was at the TV station at the time of the incident, and we saw Bonnie on stage ourselves. Hey, Apollo, I have an idea. Why don't we pay Take-Two TV a visit? We can check up on the Rating Raja's alibi while we're there. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, this is turning into an outrageously long investigation. Yikes, look at this place. There's so much going on at once, it's making my head spin. Take a look at that screen and listen to those hosts. Magical murder. Live audience witnesses shocking skewering. 17-year-old magician, Trucy Wright. See exclusive, unedited footage of the heinous crime, complete and uncut. We can't let them broadcast that. Trucy will get tried in the court of public opinion. Well, I doubt we can stop them from airing it. But we can prove her innocence in a real court of law. No matter what garbage they report on TV, we can set the record straight at the trial. Slot machine and roulette wheel, huh? They really went all in with the gambling theme. Scandal and gamble gambit. What about a magician murdering is gambling related? It looks like that slot machine really works. I've always wanted to give gambling a try. It's not worth it. Besides, you're not even old enough to gamble in most states yet. There are states? Japanifornia has states? That's alright. I get to also... Wait, how old are you? Oh, okay. I thought they said the last game... Oh, no, they were saying Apollo Justice was 2 years ago. Because that was the last time he saw Emma. Okay, fine. I get to experience it in court. I was guessing whether you'll win or lose the case on any given day. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Just don't worry, Apollo. I only bet on winners, and I haven't lost yet. Look at that logo above the screen. Scandal, Gamble, Gambit. Is that the title of this show? Yep. Haven't you ever seen it? Oh, wait, they didn't create this show just for the murder? This is a show that they do all the time. Tokyo, Ohio, and Osaka, Kansas. Osaka, Kansas. Haven't you ever seen it? They present scandalous rumors about celebrities, and then people bet on whether the rumors are true or not. So it's just another tasteless TV show. It looks like Trucy's their next target. Today's scandal is tragedy on stage. Did Trucy Wright cause an accident, or did she commit murder? It looks like murder is in the lead. Well, I say neither. Then we'll just have to create a third option tomorrow, in court. Yeah, why again did we come here? What's the point? Excuse me, sir. I know you're busy right now. What are you guys? Street? Street? Does that mean people off the street or something? We're Trucy Wright's lawyers. Oh, okay, lawyers, got it. Well, what do you want? He must be really busy. He hasn't even looked this way. We're investigating the incident that occurred at the magic show this morning. And we heard that Roger Ratens was in charge of that program. Yeah, that's right. Guy hates magic, but show was all his idea. Just between you and me, I think it was Bonnie that egged him on. Egged him on? How so? Did she use bunny eggs? I saw the two of them walking together. You know, walking along arm in arm. Bet she sweet-talked him into doing the program because she wanted to work. She hasn't been selling very well on her own, apparently. I see. Oh, hey, if you're looking into the incident, I guess you want the show footage, right? It's on the disc in my back pocket. If you want it, go ahead and fish it out. Wow, thank you very much. Turned out to be surprisingly helpful. Excuse me. We're looking into the incident that happened at the magic show this morning. Oh, that? Yeah, I was the cameraman for that. You're terrible. You're terrible at your job. You didn't point the camera in the right direction ever. Can you tell us anything about what you saw? Bonnie was soups adorbs. It's not exactly what I couldn't get enough of her. I filmed her the whole time. Got some primo footage if I do say so myself. I better quit before he decides to share what he intends to do with said footage. I wonder what that guy sitting down there is doing. Looks like he's reading that script he's holding. What? Are you serious? Those two are gonna break up? What? And the series is going on hiatus because the cartoonist is sick? No way. I think he's reading a comic book he's hiding in his script. If you're gonna go goof off on set, that's a pretty bold way to do it. This must be a video production workstation of some sort. That coffee cup looks awfully familiar. Yeah, that's where Mr. I always want to say Ratens right away, but I think it is supposed to be Ratens, like ratings. Where Mr. Ratens always sits. He's very hands-on, you know. You always find him on the set of his projects. But he was here at the station during the magic show, right? Yeah, well, he had 2 shows going at once this morning. He had his regular program to oversee here, so he couldn't be at the Penrose. So you can vouch for him that he was here at the station during the magic show? What, like an alibi? Sure can. He was definitely here. Still, after a while, he couldn't stand being away from the Penrose, it seems. As soon as his part was over here, he took a taxi to the theater. But he apparently didn't get there until after the thing had already occurred. Sounds like he has a rock-solid alibi. Shouldn't we speak to the cab driver that he rode with? I'm pretty sure their name is Taxi Driver. I guess we can get out of this place. Looks like Rayton's alibi is pretty airtight. But if that's true, then who could have killed Mr. Rias? And where are we going to go next? Not here. Proof the signature was forged. Okay, this is where Trucy signed that contract. Right, and there must have been some kind of trick that was used when she signed it. The question is, what kind of a trick and how was it done? If some kind of object or tool was used, there may still be a trace of it here. Like with the pen or the paper. Well, it's time to find the secret to that trick. Auf geht's. Let's do this. Auf geht's, as they say in Europe. Huh? Take a look at this clipboard. Could you sign this, please, ma'am? Sure thing. Just the one sheet in this clipboard, right? Oh, that's right. We were here in the dressing room when that happened. Isn't this the clipboard Trucy used when she signed the contract? I think you're right. Let's give it the once over. Are we going to dust it? This part here holds papers in place. Could this clip have something to do with how they conned her? Ow! It bit me! Only you could get hurt by a clipboard, Athena. Clipboard brand clipboards for when you need to clip a board. Exactly. It's just a screw. That observation won't get you any laughs. What, do I have to make with the funny all the time? Oh. One of these screws is different. This screw, it's different from the others. Not only that, but why does a clipboard have screws anyway? I think it's loose. Look, I can move it. Are you sure you should be fooling around with it like that, Apollo? Whoa, it came right out. Like a screw would if it was loose. See, I tried to tell you, but would you listen? No. Hey, took a look through the hole. I think there's something back there. Oh wow, you're right. What is it? Hey, look, the back panel is loose. I think I can take it off. Got it. You're just breaking things left and right today, aren't you? There's something inside. It's carbon paper? What's this black sheet of, I want to say, paper? Oh, I know. It's carbon paper. You put it between two pieces of paper and it copies what you write onto the bottom one. So when Trucy signed the contract, there was actually another contract underneath. And her signature on the top contract got copied onto the hidden contract. So that's how Trucy was conned. This is that ratings Raja's doing. I just know it. How dare he? You gotta hand it to him, though. It couldn't have been easy fooling Trucy. That girl's no slouch. Yeah, but I bet we can use this clipboard as evidence if we ever take this to trial. More like contract. Isn't it, like, incredibly obvious if you look at something that it's a carbon like, you can't possibly mistake the two. It doesn't look anything like ink if you look at it up close. Pretty much done. Should we go back to the office? We can get a snack and talk over our plan of attack. Sounds good to me. Also, don't you usually have 2 copies of a contract, so you both sign both of them so that you each have evidence that it was signed? What in the world? What's going on here? All these stickers say repossessed. Repossessed means to burn. Who did this? Who's responsible for this? Oh no, this is a restricted area, champ. No trespassing. Trespassing? But this is our office. You're the one who's trespassing. Enough with the lip, boy. Don't tell me you forgot about your debt. What are you talking about? It's still not even the day of the show. It's still the day of the murder. The show doesn't go on for a couple of days still. I'm just abiding by the contract. If the agency can't pay me, I have every right to seize its property. Am I right? Just like that? We haven't even had a chance to take this to trial. If you're gonna be mad, shouldn't Trucy be the one you're mad at? I told you, serves you right for getting involved with those grammar eyes. Oh, you dirty, rotten... Now just shoot him. Just shoot him right here. You have a gun. Do we have a gun? What are you going to do with all our stuff? Sell it, of course. Every last bit of it. That's why I'm seizing it. That's why I'm seizing everything. I'll take this little office of yours, too. You think you can just waltz in here and do whatever you want? Indeed I do. Unless you Wright whatever warehouse joker's got the 3 million ready. I don't know then. Because I gotta recoup my money somehow. After all, the entire program went south because of Trucy. It's called liability for compensation. And this infantile agency is the liable party. Oh, you black-hearted... Hey, Apollo, what about the crooked clipboard? It's no good. We don't have any proof that Ratings was behind it. For lawyers, they seem to have very little idea about their own rights. Or about how law works in general. Well, I guess they are saying to him, you can't do that. Just... they should be shooting him also. If they have guns. Or truth guns. You're gonna have to do better than that, folks. Looks like the famed Mr. Wright left behind nothing but incompetent noobs to run things. No way. He was counting on Mr. Wright to be away from for this plan of his? What a 2-bit thug. We'll show him. There's the sugar. That expression, it's priceless. So how does it feel to lose the precious office your boss left you in charge of? Grr. Now, not to rub it in or anything, but I think you should know where you stand right now. Oh man, what now? Here, have a gander. The trial of young up-and-coming magician Trucy Wright is scheduled for tomorrow. We're here, just outside the office of the suspect, hoping for an exclusive peek inside. What? Is this live? Apollo, look! There's a sea of reporters outside. Oh, a questionable-looking pair are peeking out of the window at this very moment. Our viewers at home can see for themselves their vicious, brutal expressions. Yellow journalism at its finest. And that's the way it is. Get it? That's a reference. The majority of the public already thinks Trucy is guilty. They saw the whole thing happen with their own eyes during the show's live broadcast. Everybody in the country is against you. No way. Murderers by association. Absolutely. Also, if you fail to defend Trucy, you get the death penalty. It's all on that contract the judge signed earlier today. No office, no allies. Are you sure you still want to represent that girl? Of course we do. We believe in her innocence. Go ahead, think what you want. It's a free country. Japanifornia is a free country. Just know you'll be the biggest losers in the end. In the meantime, feel free to keep flopping around like the dying fish you are. Now then, you gotta be out of here by tomorrow. Take in this cozy little office tonight while you still can. Hang loose, baby. I can't believe we let Mr. Wright's office get placed under seizure. Did you, though? Did you let it get placed under seizure, or did he break in and put repossessed stickers all over things? That's what it seems like. It does... Even Charlie, poor Charlie the plant, has been repossessed as well. And the hat. The hobo hat. Of all the... This is just ridiculous. Eek? Look out. Clear out. We don't want murderers. Like, I thought the country of Kurain was weird and out there. This is even stranger. That they're like, somebody's wanted for murder that seems very likely to be an accident, if anything. We are so mad that we're going to throw rocks through the window of the law office that's defending them. And there's like a crowd of people. Like, there's people that were that were like, I'm at work, right? It's a busy day. I've got a lot of TPS reports to file, but as soon as I heard this news report, I left so that I could gather around the building and go rabble, rabble, rabble. Yikes, let's get out of here before we get killed too. I can't believe this is happening. We have to do something to protect ourselves, and fast. Do 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 do. Beep. Apollo, I got your messages. How is she? Is Trucy okay? She's not crying, is she? Does she have a lawyer? Mr. Wright, it's all a giant mess. Poor Trucy. And the office. Our office. Apollo? Okay, okay. We better both take a deep breath. They're just the land of angry mobs. They just love mobbing. Here I go mobbing again. Wow, I see. And he's saying you have to be out by tomorrow. Just he's saying it. Not the police. Not a judge. Just he. Just he is saying you have to be out by tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I wish there was something I could have done. This is quite the mess, isn't it? Even if I left right now, I wouldn't be there in time for the trial tomorrow. I'm sorry, Apollo, but I need you to handle this for me. Of course. We can handle the defense, but the office... It's too soon to give up on that. What do you mean? The contract only addresses Trucy's liability if she causes the show to be canceled. So you just have to prove in court tomorrow that it wasn't Trucy's fault. Hey, you're right! That is how the law works. In fact, we have way more rights than even that. So everything depends on your winning that trial tomorrow. Trucy's fate, and the fate of our office. It's all riding on your shoulders, and plus there's a missile that's going to hit the country unless you defend her in court. I know. I'll be Daijobu, right? Apollo! I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I can say, with absolute confidence, that you'll be Daijobu. Really? I've seen you earn victory after victory in some pretty dicey situations. How many? 3? 3 total? 4? and guide Athena, helping her along her way, too. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you. I'm Daijobu. Everything will be Daijobu. You can call me anytime if you feel you need me to, but I'll be Daijobu on my own, right? Yes, I think so too. I can do this. That's the spirit. The spirit of justice. Give it your best out there, Apollo. Beep. What is it, Apollo? What are you smiling about? Who, me? It's nothing. Mr. Wright believes in me. I can't let him down. We have to win this trial, Athena. I couldn't agree more, and I'll do everything in my power to help. Our opponent tomorrow? Prosecutor Sadmati, huh? Why now of all times? Still, I don't care who it is. I can't afford to let my guard down for anyone. He put a repossessed sticker on my attorney's badge. I can't defend the case either.
Oh, restless, wandering soul of the dead.
Prosecutor Sadmati. Oh. Sorry to disturb you, but I figured I should tell you. The lead attorney's been decided.
Sorry to bother you here in your office.
Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice.
All right. Well, rather than do 10 minutes of trial, we'll just wrap up right there. Very good. We will pick up right here on Thursday with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice, Athena Justice, Sadmati Justice, Spirit of Justice. Thank you guys for hanging out. More of this Thursday. The Messenger on Saturday, and then our penultimate Mentor Roulette stream this Sunday. The second from last. The Sunflower Girl from... Yeah. That's where his office is.